Hi, I'm Russ Ragsdale. I'm the Broomfield City and County Clerk, and we're here to talk to you about elections today.
Russ, when is Election Day this year?
This year, Election Day is Tuesday, November 3rd.
And what is on the ballot this year?
This year we have a council member seat in each of Broomfield's 5 wards. It's up for election, along with the mayor's race. In addition to that, Broomfield has 2 issues on the ballot this year. The first issue is asking voters how they feel about extending the service expansion fee. And the second issue is asking voters to weigh in on a property nuisance ordinance. We also have races for board of directors in several school districts. We have Jefferson County School District, Boulder Valley Public School District, St. Vrain Valley School District, and the Ames Junior College District.
And Broomfield will be conducting its first mail-in ballot election this year. What is a mail-in ballot election, and why did we choose to do that?
Mail-in ballot election is essentially where the ballots are distributed to voters through the mail. It's done automatically. The voters don't have to request a mail-in ballot, nor do they have to go to a polling location to obtain a ballot. They're sent in the mail automatically. Now, why we did that? Well, first of all, Colorado law allows counties to operate a mail-in election in nonpartisan elections, and this coming November's election is a nonpartisan election. We asked council earlier this year for approval to do a mail-in ballot this year for several different reasons. The first was history. In November of 2008, in the presidential election, we had over 2/3 of our ballots voted that year were mail-in ballot votes. That was over 20,000 ballots we received as mail-in ballots. So Broomfield voters have experience with mail-in ballots, and they've shown a preference for it. Second of all, mail-in ballot election offers us the opportunity to provide at least as many services to voters as a traditional election, and at a lower cost. So with those 3 things in mind, and especially in this year of budget-conscious year that we have, the council did approve us to allow us to do a mail-in ballot election, and so we proceeded accordingly.
And Russ, when can voters expect to receive their ballots?
Our target for mailing ballots this year is the week of October 12th.
And will sample ballots be available beforehand?
Absolutely. We will have sample ballots available at the office, at the elections office, at the City and County building. They'll also be available on our website. And our website is www.votebroomfield.org. Voters will be asked to put in their name and house number. That will retrieve their voter record and link them to their proper sample ballot.
And how can a voter obtain a replacement ballot if needed?
If a voter misplaces, mismarks, damages their ballot anyway, or never received their ballot, they can contact the Elections Division and request a replacement ballot be sent to them. Voters can contact the Elections Division by phone at 303-438-6213 or by email at electiondepartment@broomfield.org.
Russ, what if a voter prefers to vote in person? Will they have that opportunity?
Absolutely. We heard from a lot of voters that they prefer voting in person, and they were somewhat concerned about the mail-in ballots. So we're offering voters the opportunity. First of all, at the Elections Division, any voter can come into the City and County building after they receive their ballot and vote in person here during regular office hours. In addition to that, prior to the election, on the Saturday and Monday before Election Day, we will be operating 3 service center locations, and they will also be available on Election Day. Those locations are King Soopers Grocery Store at 1150 U.S. Highway 287, number 100, North Metro Fire Station 64 at 13515 Lowell Boulevard, and at the TCF Bank, 4100 West 144th Avenue. Handicap voting devices will be available at these locations. The hours of operation of these remote locations will be the Saturday and Monday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Election Day, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
If a voter chooses to mail their ballot back, how much postage do they need to put on the envelope?
First of all, I'd like to remind voters that they do choose to mail their ballot back to please sign the return envelope. If we don't have a signature on the return envelope, we won't be able to count the ballot. If voters do choose to return it, it's 44 cents, first class mail.
And if a voter doesn't want to mail their ballot back, where do they go to drop off their ballot?
A voter may choose to drop off their ballot at the Elections Division in the City and County Building during regular office hours. They may also choose to drop it off at one of our Service Center locations, as mentioned before. And again, those hours of operation are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the Saturday and the Monday prior to Election Day, and from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Election Day.
And lastly, Russ, where can voters get additional information on the upcoming election?
Voters can always check our website at www.votebroomfield.org or give us a call at 303-438-6213.